Thank you for being with us today, Elijah. Can you tell people your full name and how do you help clients?
Yes, so my name is Elijah Bowie, and I help clients really maximize the speed at which they get money, right? So it doesn't matter if you're a five-figure, six-figure, seven-figure, I've even consulted with eight-figure companies. I help them collapse that time frame. So one of the really cool ways that we do that is, for instance, for a lot of coaches and consultants, we help them use something that I call 3-day impact intensives, to go from maybe 8 or 12 week coaching programs into 3-day intensives where they're able to work with their people and have 5 and 6 figure paydays. So that's pretty cool.
Excellent. Now, what do you love most about Clubhouse?
Oh man, I think what I love most about Clubhouse is the access to people that you didn't think you'd have access to, right? I mean, we've seen everyone from, up from Elon Musk to people who are just starting their business, right? And the fact that you're literally 1 degree away from having access to that person, it's really changed the game. Unlike most platforms where, who like is Elon Musk on Instagram? Who knows? And if so, is he managing it? Are you going to get a DM through? And so that's what I love most about the platform.
Me too. Okay, so how much time do you spend on Clubhouse?
So I'm probably the black sheep here. I actually don't spend too much time. So I got on the app in December, literally on Christmas Day. And initially, that week I spent a lot of time on Clubhouse, just trying to really understand and, dive into the platform. But then in January, I really wasn't on it much at all. So I like to take the sniper approach, and I'm really specific about when and where I show up on rooms. So I would say in any given week, especially now I'm starting to host my own room on Saturdays that goes for a couple hours. So in an entire week, maybe 7 hours.
7 hours. Wow. You have 2.2 thousand followers. How have you grown your follower base so quickly?
So, again, a lot of that came from that sniper approach, right? So I remember I got my first few hundred, and when I got on Christmas Day, I was like, you know what? I kind of like this. And a lot of people just sit and listen. And I was like, I actually want to start hosting rooms. So I hosted a room every day for the next 5 days leading up to January. And that's really how I got my first couple hundred followers, is just from hosting my own room. And then it's funny enough because doing that, different people entered in that room. And so now when I do get on the app, there's some stages that I'll get invited to from people that I didn't even necessarily know previously, but heard me speak, right? And they think I have something to add and contribute. And so I'll get invited up on stages now. And so that's how, like I said, I try to also stay in my lane. So I think that, again, a lot of people like to hear themselves talk, and that is a cool thing about Clubhouse, but I like to only open my mouth when I can really add value and leave something that resonates, which then leads people to want to say, oh, yeah, I think I'm going to give that guy a follow.
Excellent. Now, what cool connections have you made since being on Clubhouse?
Wow, so many different cool connections. I think one of the coolest things, this was actually early on too, hosting a room. I met a gentleman who is like this serial investor, but he's actually like built, I think he had done 5 already, and he was, I think, building maybe 2 or 3 more, like these smart cities like around the world, in like underprivileged countries. Couldn't like wasn't a lead for me, couldn't do anything, but he jumped in one of my rooms and we connected, and it was just really cool to meet him. And that was like one of the coolest connections, just because, like, I don't know, I would have never came across that guy before, and I just thought he's doing really cool work. So that's probably the coolest one.
Very nice. Now, how have you generated leads by being on Clubhouse?
Yeah, so this is actually a funny question because it's actually something I'm getting ready to teach people on Clubhouse. I think there's a lot of obviously a lot of value being given on Clubhouse, and then people are kind of, well, follow me. They're just, just amassing an audience right now. But how do you purposely do that, so that you don't have to sit on the app all day and just wait for things to come to you? And so there's a specific formula a way you can run your room about a certain topic that will allow you to go from stranger to expert on a topic, serve people, right? And then offer them, in the ability to work with you in an intimate setting to complete whatever you were talking about, right? So basically, host a room, give people on a topic, give people the how to accomplish what it is, or I'm sorry, the what, and then if they want the how, they can work, further with you. So that's really what I've been doing. Like I said, I just try to give, hey, here's a strategy, and I break down the strategy, give it to people. That's the what, and then will people reach out and say, oh, that's super powerful, and then when they reach out and they want the some help with getting that done, that's really where I get my leads from.
Excellent. Can you quantify in dollar amounts how much you've made since being on Clubhouse?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got a couple partnerships that we've done. I don't do, I kind of coach when I feel like it, which sounds bad, but it's true. So I'm actually doing something now, and just for that, I made an offer. That one's going to be about 50K. And then I have a partnership, and we're doing something together, unrelated. And that one should be about $250,000, but that hasn't happened yet. So what I can count to date is about 50K.
Excellent. Now, what piece of advice have you appreciated the most from just being in Clubhouse as a listener?
Wow. I think I was in a room once and I heard Jay Abraham, which if anyone doesn't know who that is, you should definitely go look him up. He's a really intelligent dude, and probably your favorite marketer or coach has learned something from him, whether they know it or not, right? Because so much of his knowledge is just being regurgitated. But he had said something. I think someone asked him, what was the one thing he would do different? Because he's been in this for years. And he said, well, the first thing he had done was had a better work-life balance. But the second thing, what he would have made sure that he's worked with amazing people and brands, that he would have made sure to get a percentage, right? Instead of just lump sums for his knowledge, because he would have made much more money hand over fist. And so I was like, wow, that's, it's really impactful for me. So it's something I always keep in mind now for myself.
Great. What do you follow specific clubs, or do you follow people on Clubhouse?
I really follow people typically. Recently, it was a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, they let out that update, so everyone's club now. So I didn't have many clubs I was following before that. I had my club, but then I try to, as the clubs relate to me, people who routinely will invite me to their stage, or that I would have on my stage, I do try to at least follow their clubs just out of respect. But yeah, I'm more of a people follow a person than clubs, to be honest.
And lastly, what is the name of your club, and where can people find you online?
Yeah, so my club is called Phoneless Selling. And it's where I host rooms about how people can sell their high ticket courses, coaching, offers, all through chat without sales calls. So that's pretty cool. And people can reach me really anywhere. I'm on every social media, Elijah Bowie. You can visit my website, elijahbowie.com, Instagram at Coach Bowie, and then obviously on Clubhouse at Elijah Bowie as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Elijah, for being here this morning, and we will see you on Clubhouse.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye.